Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jesus from Everything Nerdy Assemble here on YouTube. Today, I wanted to show you the games that are on sale on Amazon.com. I will be doing this type of video every month. Enjoy. Mortal Kombat 11 that just released is already on sale for $49.80. As you can see, for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, it's on sale for all three of those consoles. Spider-Man, $35. I highly recommend that game for PlayStation 4 owners. Red Dead Redemption 2 is on sale for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I highly recommend that if you love open world games. It's just a slow burn in the beginning, but when it gets going, you'll be addicted to that game. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is not simply just a game, it's more like an experience. During the time you play that game, you really feel like you're living the cowboy life. It's very memorable. It's a masterpiece, and it's a game that you won't soon forget. Kingdom Hearts 3 is on sale also for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. $36.98 and $39.90. That's a great deal, especially if you love RPGs that are colorful. If you love Disney, and especially if you love RPGs that are action RPGs and not just like the earlier RPGs where you just choose attack, choose item, things like that. This is an action RPG where you could actually move around the battlefield and attack and use your potions and your special attacks in a more free way. God of War, one of my game of the year for 2018. My highest recommendation for that game. It is a masterpiece and one of the best games ever created. It is $30. Such a great deal. If you're into NBA, it's on sale right now for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. That seems like a great deal. It's more than half off. The Division 2 already on sale, $10 off for both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Devil May Cry 5, one of the best games this year. It's on sale, $10 off right now for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Far Cry New Dawn is also on sale for the PlayStation 4 for about $30. It's a fun experience. It's not my favorite Far Cry, but it is a very fun experience. If you love open world first person shooters, I recommend it. Persona 5, one of the best RPGs ever made. $20 on the PlayStation 4 and $24 on the PlayStation 3. Highly recommend that. Lego DC Supervillains. If you love Lego games, that's a great deal right there. About $28 for the PlayStation 4. The Nintendo Switch $37, Xbox One $20. Very good deal. Jump Force $39 for the PlayStation 4. The Spyro Reignited Trilogy $28 on both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I'm hearing great things about that game. I'm gonna get it at one point. The Borderlands Handsome Collection to get you ready for the Borderlands 3 game. $30. It includes Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. So you get 3 games plus all the DLC released for all the games. That's an amazing deal. And if you've never played Borderlands and you love loot shooters and first person open world, I highly recommend that game. It's a blast and one of the most fun games to play of that nature. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered is $30 on the PlayStation 4. Monster Hunter World, one of the best games from last year, is $20. About $20 on the PlayStation 4, and on the Xbox One, $18.50. I only tried the beta and I had a blast playing it. So if you want to kill huge monsters and find a lot of loot, that's the game for you. Call of Duty World War II, which I highly enjoyed, $20 on the PlayStation 4. I recommend it for Call of Duty fans that miss those older Call of Duty games that stay on the ground. There's no jumping up high in the air, no wall crawling, no futuristic stuff. That's a very fun game. Nier Automata, I heard amazing things about that game. At one point I will buy it. It's $30 on the PlayStation 4. On the Xbox One, it's $40 digital. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It's on sale on the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. That's all 3 Crash Bandicoot games in one. That's a great deal. Quantic Dream Collection. That's Detroit, Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls. For about $33. That's a great deal. I love Heavy Rain. I loved Detroit Become Human. It was on my top 10 last year. And Beyond Two Souls, I didn't really finish it, but I had a good time with it, so I highly recommend that. Shadow of the Colossus, one of the best games of 2018. For $19.10. That seems like a great deal. Persona Dancing Endless Night Collection. $63. About $63 for a collector edition. If you're a fan of Persona Dancing, that seems like a great deal for you. Grand Theft Auto 5, one of the best open world games ever made by Rockstar Games, for $25 on the PlayStation 4. I highly recommend that game. It's so memorable, colorful, and one of the best of its kind. A masterpiece. The Lego Movie 2 for $20 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. If you like Lego games, that seems like a great deal. Madden, and I know a lot of people love Madden. Right now I could get it for the PlayStation 4 for $30, Xbox One $28, about $28, and for PC $15. It seems like a great deal. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. For the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, $28.71 and $29.97. Now, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is not my favorite Tomb Raider game. My favorites is the first Tomb Raider remake and Rise of the Tomb Raider. But if you enjoy those two and you want more exploration and less combat, Shadow of the Tomb Raiders for you. It's a very enjoyable game. Subnautica. Not really that much of a price drop, but I recommend that game. If you want an exploration under the water type of game with a lot of building and survival elements, you'll love that game. Very good game. It's a hidden gem. Final Fantasy X and 12 for the PlayStation 4 is $16.50. If you're a fan of those older Final Fantasy games from the PlayStation 2 era, I recommend this game. Especially at that price. You get 2 games for the price of 1. Gran Turismo Sport for $18. I've always been a fan of Gran Turismo. I have very fond memories. I haven't heard much if it's a great game, but at that price, $17.97 seems worth it. Plus it supports PlayStation VR. The Walking Dead, the final season, that's not on sale really. Battlefield, I heard good things about that game. It's $28.93 and $29.99. PlayStation 4, Xbox One. The Last of Us Remastered. It's on sale on the PlayStation 3 for $17.99. That is one of my favorite games of all time. It is a masterpiece. And I highly recommend it for anybody looking for an action survival adventure game that has zombies and a lot of survival mechanics and an amazing story. Better told than in any media. It's just an incredible experience. One that I will not soon forget. Far Cry 5 on sale on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, $30.99 and $28.96. Far Cry 5, it's a very fun game. If you enjoyed the past Far Cries, I recommend you get this game. I had a blast playing it. I almost finished the game. I got more than halfway, and I had such a great time. Plus it has co-op. You could co-op with a friend. Assassin's Creed Origins, $27.69 on the PlayStation 4 and $27.98 on the Xbox One. I heard good things about that game. Metro Exodus Day 1 Edition for the PlayStation 4, $39.30, Xbox One, $39.05. I've also heard great things about this game, and it's one on my buy list. I definitely want to check it out. It looks really atmospheric, and it seems like you really gotta use your survival instincts to survive in that game. And the creatures are some of the best creature designs I ever seen. They look really creepy. And it seems like a really immersive game with a great story. Tekken 7, one of the best fighters I've heard. For the PlayStation 4, $22.95. Xbox One, $19.99. Destiny 2, Forsaken Legendary Collection. PlayStation 4, $25. I heard great things about that game. Sniper Elite 4, a beloved first-person shooter franchise. You could say it's a cult classic. It's not really out there like Battlefield and Call of Duty, but it's worth checking out. $20 on the PlayStation 4. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. $24.98 on the PlayStation 4. One of the best games on the PlayStation 4. I highly recommend it for those fans of action adventure open world games. It is such an incredible experience, and one that you will not soon forget. I highly, highly recommend it. Just Cause 4 for those fans of Just Cause. $35.55 on the PlayStation 4. $35.56 on the Xbox One. Injustice 2. One of the best fighting games before Mortal Kombat 11. It is $29.83 on the PlayStation 4. Another Lego game. If you're a fan of The Incredibles, can't go wrong with $20 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One $25.37, and for the Switch $27.49. Lego Marble Collection. This seems like a great deal here. Seems like you get 3 games, the 3 Marble. Let me see, you get Marble Heroes 1, Marble Heroes 2, and the Avengers game for $40 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. That's a great deal. I played Marble Heroes and I loved it. And I tried Marble Heroes 2 and it's more of the same. If you're a fan of the Lego games, I definitely recommend that collection. It's a great time, especially with your kids. It has co-op. Anthem on sale on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, $35.99 and $38.78. I heard good things about that game, but I definitely wait. This needs a lot of work. WWE 2K19 for those fans of wrestling games. Wrestling in general. You could get it for $27.99 on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One $25.86. It's been a while I tried a wrestling game. I've been trying to get that game, but other games just take my attention. At one point I will buy it though. Divinity Original Sin 2. I heard nothing but great things about that game. It was on many of top 10 lists, I believe, in 2018. It is not an action RPG, but more of a tactical RPG. But I heard great things. I've been meaning to check that out also. Soul Calibur's on sale. Soul Calibur 6 for the PlayStation 4, $33.49. Dragon Ball Fighters, you could get it for $32 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One $25.49. Sonic Forces, I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't played it myself. But if you're a fan of Sonic games, you can get it for about $19 on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One $16.95, and the Nintendo Switch $16.95. The Tomb Raider remake, one of my favorite games of that year, $14.57 on the PlayStation 4. I highly recommend it. For those fans of the Tomb Raider franchise, and to those fans of action adventure survival games. When I played that game, I said to myself, is this better than Uncharted or is it as good as Uncharted? And I was conflicted because I love this game as much as I love the Uncharted franchise. It's one of my favorite Tomb Raider games before we had Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is my favorite Tomb Raider. Titanfall 2 keeps dropping in price, but I heard nothing but great things about that game. It was on many top 10 lists of that year, 2016. And it's on the PlayStation 4 for $795, Xbox One $547. That's such a great deal. And it's basically a first-person shooter action-adventure game. And just keep in mind, it was on many top 10 game lists that year. I heard the story is incredible. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition on sale on the PlayStation 4 for $29.95. I did play that game. I loved my time with it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. To me, it was better than Fallout 3. And I had a great time. So if you're a fan of the Fallout games and you dislike Fallout 76, I recommend that game to you. Let's see what else is on sale here. Everybody's Golf for the PlayStation 4, $12 right now. If you're a fan of golfing games or Everybody's Golf, I recommend that game. Neo for the PlayStation 4 is on sale, $14.88. That was also on many of the top 10 games of the year in 2017. It wasn't my cup of tea, but so many loved it. So if you want like a Souls-like game experience but faster, I highly recommend that game from what I've heard. Bloodborne, you could get it for $19.50 on the PlayStation 4. It has great atmosphere, faster combat than the other Souls games. So if you're a fan of the Souls games, this game is highly regarded as one of the best Souls games. So I recommend that. Mortal Kombat XL, if you cannot afford Mortal Kombat 11 right now, this is a great one to play. For the PlayStation 4, $19.99. And it seems like it's in the imported version. Uncharted 4, one of the best games on the PlayStation 4, for $18.33. This game was my game of the year in 2016. I loved it from beginning to end. What an incredible experience. A true masterpiece. NBA 2K18, super cheap. On the PlayStation 4, $788. Xbox One, $947. That seems like an amazing deal for those fans of basketball games. Astrobot, which was on many of the top 10 games of the year in 2018, is $34.49 for the PlayStation VR. I heard nothing but greatness about that game. Dead or Alive 6. I've heard good things about this game. It's $38.85 on the PlayStation 4. So if you're a fan of fighting games and you want less gore in your fighting and more of a realistic type of fighter that has stage transitions, you'll enjoy this game. Resident Evil Origins Collection, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0 for $19.30 on the PlayStation 4, $19.49 on the Xbox One. That's a great deal. Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 4, $18.99. That's one of the best PlayStation 4 games also. If you miss platformers, adventure platformers like Spyro, the older Ratchet and Clanks, Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, I highly recommend Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 4. It has Pixar-like graphics, and it is a blast to play just like the previous Ratchet and Clanks. And it's definitely ranked high on my Ratchet and Clank list. Highly recommend it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which took many by surprise, and it was on many top 10 games of the year in 2018. It is $47.98 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, $39.59. And it's the deluxe edition. That seems like a pretty great deal. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like, subscribe to the channel, share the video with everyone. And if you're already subscribed, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.